Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome along to Tuesday night. Business owners smashing it online. For those that have not met me before, my name's Nick Cree and I'm your host for this evening. So this is my favorite part of the week where I get to meet some, all you people again, and some new people as well, and some old friends. Also get to have my dose of education as well too. So tonight we're going to be joined by Shani, I'm not going to pronounce this right, am I? Navesserol. There we go. Shani Navesserol. I had practice on this before we came on because I knew that I was going to muck it up. And you know how you get it in your head, you can say you're going to muck it up, and you do because you see it in your head. So there you go. I'm just going to call you Shani. So welcome along, Shani.
Easier. Thank you so much.
So Shani's from Spunky Monkey Media, and she's going to be talking to us about TikTok a little bit later on. So I'll introduce you to her a wee bit more fully. But first of all, before we do get going, let's find out who's in the room here. So let's introduce yourself. Totally optional, up to you. You don't have to, but introduce yourself. Just go, unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and what your business is, and why are you here? So what is it you hope to get out of it? Now, the reason why I asked that question is it'll help Shani as she's presenting to us or giving us the information to make sure it's as relevant as possible. So who's going to kick us off? Name, business, why are you here?
I'll start.
All righty. Oh, look at that. How are you, Dennis?
Good, Nick. Good, mate. My name's Dennis Hall from Direct Dialogue. I'm the author of If 70's the New 50, When Do I Get to Retire? And what I hope to get out of this evening's presentation is how to plaster my book all over TikTok and get thousands of avid followers that just want to put their hands in their pockets and engage my services and buy my book.
Excellent. And what's your dancing like?
It depends how many taps I've got to stand on.
Excellent. Well, I watch lots of dancing thing on TikTok, so I'm sure you can do the business dance on there as well. Excellent. Oh, good to see you, Dennis. All right. Who else we got here? I think, Ron, you had your hand up, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. And yeah, great to see you here, Dennis. My focus with my wife Ali is helping over 50s to live a rich, happy and meaningful life, inspired and excited that their best is yet to come. And as I said last week, we've just launched our new book called Mindset Mastery, 5 Happiness Habits for Over 50s. And that's become a #1 bestseller on Amazon in 48 hours.
Oh, it is the #1. Oh, well done. Yep. Congratulations. Yep. That's awesome.
And no, my dancing is no good either.
You know, sometimes that's the entertaining thing. All right. Oh, good to see you again, Ron. And yeah, congratulations for getting up there so quickly. So 48 hours, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome. All right. Who else have we got on here? Who else have we got to introduce themselves? Oh, who have we got down there? Graham. How are you? I haven't seen you for ages.
No, mate, how you going?
Yeah, really good, really good.
So Graham Dossel, I own a number of law firms. The main one I'm focusing on today is My CRA Lawyers. We're specialist credit repair lawyers, helping people get rid of their bad credit kerfuffles from before so they can buy their home, whatever else. What I'm hoping to get out of this, well, I'm on TikTok already. I just don't do it very well and I don't get my gear off. So I don't know how I'm going to get an audience.
Oh, well, it might be good to find another way, I think. I know that no one wants to see me like that, so I'm in for that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent. Oh, good to see you, mate. All right, who else we got here? Who's going to be brave enough? Put up your hand. Colin, how are you?
Hello, Mackie Enterprise 21. Normally, I build franchise systems and advise the franchise companies, but I also manufacture a product in China that I usually sell in America and Canada, but because of COVID, my distributors all stopped going out. So I thought that I might try direct marketing, and because the product is related to the legal marijuana business and it tends to be young people, perhaps TikTok is the venue for selling these products. I don't know. So hopefully I'll find out tonight.
Excellent. Oh, well, that's an interesting product and certainly a interesting platform as well. So I've seen you. Is that the thing that you've shown me before, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Oh, good to see you, Colin. Who else we got here? Jacqueline, I think you had your hand up, didn't you?
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, Jacqueline Price. I'm a consultant with ACN. I'm also an author, Breakthrough Leadership with Jacqueline Price. So either way, I'd like to promote my book and just assist others change their lives. Thank you.
Awesome. Excellent. And lucky last, who's our last one to say hello? And then we'll crack into it. Oh, I can tell you want to. Go on. Just unmute and say hello.
You want me to?
Okay, Jane.
Yeah, so I do have a TikTok account as well, and Graham, I'll let you know that I don't get my clothes off on it either. The problem I've found with my TikTok account, Shani, is I do drawing and I'll speed up the drawing like a time lapse, and they last for, I don't know, 40 to 60 seconds, and they're really impressive. But then I'll go and post a little video of my son's parrot sitting on my shoulder talking gobbledygook, and it will get into the thousands of views. It's just really frustrating when you're on there for your passion and the damn parrot, you know, steals your thunder. So I'm really looking forward to it tonight.
Excellent. It'll be the parrot and your dog, I think, so steal all your thunder, don't
Yes,
they, Patrick?
they
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, welcome along, everyone. This is Business Owners Smashing It Online. For those that missed me at the beginning, my name's Nick Cree. I'm your host for this evening. And tonight, it's going to be all about TikTok. But we do have an agenda tonight, just for those of you that are curious about what's going to happen. And it looks like this. So I'm going to introduce you to shortly to some quick look at some cool online tools that you can use in business. So some of these are productivity, they are time savers, they are help you to increase your social media, help you with your assets and all this on. But anyway, we'll take you through some of those. And we'll give you all the links for it to have a play with it, later on tonight or tomorrow. Then we'll introduce you to Shani, who's going to take us through the TikTok presentation. Of course, there'll be time for questions tonight, and I'll let Shani sort of decide whether how she'll take those, whether that's through the presentation or in chat or however that works. And then we'll close off around about 7:30. And we'll announce sort of what's happening in their next event as well. So just for now, love you to check in on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, whichever's your social media platform of choice. You can either take a photo of your screen, take a photo of yourself, but go and check in on Facebook. All the platforms are slightly different, but on Facebook, you just tap where you would normally create a post or what's on your mind. A menu will slide up from the bottom, and one of the items on the menu says check in. If you tap that, that'll bring up a number of options, probably places that are around beside you. You may or may not see Business Owners Smashing It Online. If you don't see it, then just search for it at the top and then tap on it, and then you can add a comment, add a photo, tag me in, tag Shani in. If there's someone that you think should be here that's not here, tag them in as well too, or someone that registered and didn't turn up and told you they're going to be here, tag them as well, because they might have just forgotten, or they might be driving back in the car. I know there's a couple of people in the car that might be tuning in. I think they're going to have the video off, but the sound on. So two reasons why we check in. One of them is to spread the word of this event a wee bit wider. And the other one is to help you to build your social media profile as well. So as people are checking you out, when they hover over your profile, if you've made some random comment, or maybe you've made a helpful comment, often people hover over your profile, they'll click through to you to see you, and they'll have a look at who you are, what your relationships are, who your friends are that you've got in common, books you read, movies you read, and one of those things is where you check in, and having some of your professional development in there is always helpful because it showcases the sorts of things that you're interested in business. So if someone's wanting to do business with you, sometimes it can be just that little thing that tips them over the edge over someone else. All right, so let's move on to the cool online tools for this evening. All right, I'll share my next screen. And we don't want to share the whiteboard, so I shall try that once again. So many things to share here. All right. I reckon we'll go for this one. All right, hopefully you can see a screen that says "for the smarter writer" in the middle. You can see that? Yep, thank you for the thumbs up. Awesome.
Nick, sorry, it's
Yes.
Red here. Can I just ask a quick question? I'm just
Sure.
sharing on LinkedIn, and I've just said, if you would like to join one of these sessions, please, and should I put your website?
Well, actually, you can put the website will be fine because the link's on the website, smashgo.co.
Yep.
Yeah, smashgo.co.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, perfect. So yeah, they can register there.
Yep. Sweet.
Thanks for that. All right, so the first online tool that we have tonight is actually, this is one that was sent in by, I think, someone that's on the session tonight. Is Ron Pierre here? I think he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So Ron sent me an email earlier on this week, and just happened to mention this app here, and I had a look at it, and it's very good actually. It's called Pro Writing Aid, so it's prowritingaid.com, and what it does is it helps you in your writing. So it's a let me think, if I bring up a website. So it's a Chrome extension. You're going to install it as a Chrome extension. And let me see if I can bring up a website to edit, and I'll show you what it actually does. So it really works for those of you that want to improve your writing, your blogging. Maybe you're wanting to ensure that the readability of what you're writing is good, because generally the readability online, you want to have something which is understandable for about a 14-year-old, 12 to 14-year-old. It's not to say that anyone older than that is sort of incredibly dumb and they can't understand you. It's just that it's an easy for people to read, particularly for skim reading, if you're skim reading stuff. So so having it at that sort of reading level is a really sort of helpful thing to aim for. So I'm going to jump into here. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's going to work on this one because it's a different page builder, but we shall see. And so what I'm doing is I'm coming to this website. I've got a Chrome extension installed for the Pro Writing Aid. You sign up for a free account. There is a free account there, and they also have paid plans as well. And what it does is, with the Chrome extension, then as you're writing and typing, it will give you suggestions. It'll correct your spelling, correct your grammar. It'll give you alternative words to use that are maybe a little bit more powerful than the ones that you are using. Moves things into, say, active tense as opposed to passive tense. And if you're not sure what that means, it gives you the explanation about what active and passive is. So this is all the sort of stuff that your English teachers probably taught you. I know that they taught me, and I've forgotten everything. So I just sort of write as I speak. All right. So the internet's sort of really struggling a bit tonight. That's right. Might come back to that as it loads up and show you. But here's a bit of a description on it. So you can set settings on this. So you can set your style to if you're grammar, spelling, and you can also set languages on this as well. You can also set things like, the variety of your sentences, which is really, short ones versus long ones, and having a scattering of those in there. The readability grade, which is what I was talking about. This one says grade 6. I think it's American. So yeah, grade 6, I think in America equates to around about, 12 years old for reading. And so your emotional, whether you're writing, emotionally or sort of technically, so you can start to set, the preferences that you've got for your writing in here. All right, so I think this is loaded, and I'm hoping that if I edit this, it's going to show us the editing boxes. All right. I think it's running a bit slow today, so it may not do that. Yeah, it's running way too slow, so I'm not going to waste time with that there. But yes,
Nick, what I found, with the Chrome extension, it'll take a while to actually to accustom to what you're doing. But
yes.
when I trialing out, I actually pasted it into the Pro Writing website, and it just happened straight away. So I've been putting 12, 14, 1500 Word documents in, and it's been working quite well with that.
I just cut and pasted in from a Word document or whatever.
I just find that's quick. That's quicker and easier, because you could actually get a toolbar up the side which gives you the readings for all those, like your word reading, and also your grammar, spell checks, and the suggestions. So it works.
Awesome.
It works really well that way.
Okay, excellent. Oh, thanks for that. I was trying it on the website with another editor today, and it was working quite well. But yes, this is the interface inside it. You can see a whole lot of settings up the top there that you can work your way through, and then you've got the left-hand sidebar, which is where you can start to set some of your settings. So, we've got, say, website, which is often what I'm writing, and it could be sort of like, general web copy. That's your setting that you're using. Cut and paste your text, and then it will give you those suggestions. Thanks for that, Ron. I appreciate that. So check it out. There is a free account with us. So the best thing to do is to take it for a trial run. Grab some of your web content that you've already got and paste it in there, and just have a look at some of the suggestions that it comes up with as well. So here's an interesting one, cliches. So I'm sure we use cliches in our writing, so it helps us to eliminate some of those sort of things as well. So it is a pretty powerful writing tool from what I've seen as I've used it. And you can export all the documents back out again into a number of different formats. You see down the bottom here, there are icons for things like Word, Chrome, Firefox, so OpenOffice. So, got a number of different formats as well too. All right, so that one is called prowritingaid.com. Now, these links, we'll put these into chat. I think that one's probably already in chat already. If you're not sure where chat is, it's at the bottom of your screen on the Zoom toolbar. You'll see an icon that looks like a speech bubble. If you click on that, then it'll open up a chat box, and the links will go in there. So it saves you having to write them down and squinting at the screen to see if you've got the spelling right. At the end of the session, you can download what's in the chat by clicking the 3 little dots at the bottom of the chat box, and that'll save it to your computer. All right, so that's prowritingaid.com. Next one is endemicsound.com. Who here's a podcaster or a webinar presenter, creates courses, that sort of thing? Hands up. Great. So this here is, there are a whole lot of soundtracks and sound effects that you can use for your podcast or for your webinars or your courses. Great thing about this is they are royalty free, so you can download them and you can use them as much as you like. They do have a free trial, and which you can actually sort of download and use the music that's in the free trial. So they have free music there. And price wise, it's pretty well priced as well too, at $12 US a month for your basic plan there, which is probably sufficient for most of us until you're starting to produce reasonable amounts of content that need music to go along with it. But I know the podcast, and if you're running courses, often you just need that one music track or that one track there for the beginning and the end, which is your signature track. And this is a great place to get it. And listening to some of the tunes they've got in there, there's such a vast array there. So there'll be, something there for everybody to, that would resonate with your branding. So that one there is called endemicsound.com. All right, for those of you that are webinar junkies, and what I mean by that is that you produce webinars and you want to stream them out to other platforms. Of course, you've got Zoom, and at the moment, Zoom here is streaming out to Facebook. It'll also stream out to YouTube as well. But this app here called Restream.io allows you to stream it out simultaneously to a number of different platforms. So, you've got Twitch, you've got obviously Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and possibly TikTok. I'm not sure whether they've got an API into TikTok, but who knows, they may have. But it really just allows you to get a broader coverage of your webinar if you're running it live, or if you have it pre-recorded and you're wanting to push it out into a number of channels. It does take a wee bit of setting up. It is free. But once you've got it all set up, then it really is a click of a button to start to push out to multiple channels. So this is one I haven't had much of a chance to use recently. I have used it in the past, maybe sort of a year and a half ago. But it has progressed since then. It's a lot easier to use than when it was back then. So and what you can do is, if you want to trial it out, you can do set it up with a Zoom or StreamYard. It works with a number of webinar platforms as well. Just set up a test and shoot it out to your YouTube channel and Facebook as a bit of a test. I had a friend of mine do that the other day, and he was on LinkedIn. So people love it when you're testing stuff, because it gives them an opportunity to comment, tell you what you're doing well, and tell you what you're not doing well as well too. So so that's Restream. So for those of you that are pushing out video content, it means you can get it out all at once, all at the same time, and you can even schedule it as well too. So that's Restream.io. All right, and while we're on video, I've got this one here, which is called Interactor. Now, this is an interesting video platform. This one actually came across my Facebook feed, so I went to check it out, and it's a interesting app. So what it does is, see if there's an example here. There's a few examples for you to have a look at. Probably the main one is the top one. I won't play it now, but it's an interactive video in that it has buttons on it that you can have people click. So you can give people options. So let's say you're promoting, say, a clothing range, and you've got pink and blue. So you can have a button up on the screen which says, do you like pink or do you like blue? People can click on that button in the video, and then it will take them to another part of the video there, which deals with just the blue items, or if they click pink, it's a video that gives them just the pink items. So it gives you a way of helping people to sort of control their journey through your website or through what you're offering there, based on a survey in the video. So, if you're an artist, you might say, what sort of art do you prefer to draw? Is it pencil art, or are you into paints and brushes? So that way there, you can help to direct people into, an area of your website that is more related to, their interests. So, so have a look at it. The video on the front here gives a really good explanation of it and shows you how it works. You can. I'm not sure whether this one has a free trial in it. I did sort of find my way around it. I did find my way around. I got lost in this for about half an hour. So there's obviously enough in it for you to be able to sort of have a look and really see to check it out. So well worth having a look. All right, next one here. All the graphic designers amongst you are going to hate this one, but all of those that are business people that sort of want a cheap and easy way to get a logo, you're going to love me for this one. So this one here is it's called Looka.com. And what it is it's a way for you to build up your branding kit and branding collateral. Yes, it's cheap and nasty, but it'll get the job done if you're sort of a startup and you're really wanting to launch something. You don't want to spend a whole lot of money on getting logos and letterheads and business cards and all that other collateral that you need to get together in business. And it's professional enough for it really to get you started. So you can see on the screenshot that's on the screen, here's an example of some of the branding that they come up and do. So really the way it works is, let me just log in here. I was logged in, but it obviously logs me out. And it's forgotten my password as well. All right, well, actually, I think I can get in there without logging in. So all you do is, let's say you put in your business name, and then it will start, I don't want Trustpilot. Put in your business name, click Get Started, and it will now start to ask you some questions about the style that you like in terms of your branding. So with the images that it comes up with, then, you can choose your style. So what does it say? Pick your industry. So let's say, digital marketing. How about that? And then it comes, here's the logo that comes up. So all you do is you come through here and you decide, well, which are the sort of logos I also like? Yeah, so like that one, maybe like that one. I like that one, that one, and that one. So you select a number there that appeal to you, click the continue, and then it asks you to pick some colors. So still we'll go red, yellow, and purple. There we go. And then it'll say, do you want to add a slogan? And there we go. Online business made easy. You can see that I've been here before. And actually pick some symbol types or some keywords that represent who you are. Then you just go through and click through some keywords, click continue. And I think this next screen is, here we are, generating some logos. So within about 60 seconds or so, you've got some logos that you can go and choose from. So there's probably some pretty awful ones in here. There's some pretty average ones, and there may be sort of some there that are actually going to resonate and work with you as well too. But once you've had a look at some logos, you come through and favorite the ones that you like. Actually, don't like that one, but anyway, I favorited it. And then you also get the option to customize. So if you don't like the font, the colors, or whatever, the next screen will allow you to customize it. And then it gives you some examples and samples as to what it might look like on your on a mobile phone, on letterhead, and various places. Actually, that one doesn't look too bad, does it? Maybe if I was an online architect. So there you go. And that'll give you a whole branding kit. Now, there is a trick with this. If you do want to go and download it, it's going to cost you some money. So, and you get a choice. So I'm going to say, I just want the logo files. You can choose the full branding kit or whatever. I just want the logo files. So get the kit, and it'll tell you the price, which there you go. Basic logo, $20. So, if you're outsourcing that somewhere, $20 is a pretty cheap price to get, something that's pretty basic for, if you're getting started with something, or maybe you've got a course that you need specific branding for, or a webinar, or whatever it is, sort of thing. It gives you a place to get started. Even sort of $65 to get the high res files is okay too. Or you can pay $96 a year and get a whole lot more stuff, including letterheads and all that sort of thing. So that one there is called Looka.com. There's a few sites out there that will do that. But this was probably the most painless and, in fact, the most and the cheapest one that I've come across as well too. All right. Oh, the next one here. This one is care of Jeff, who is on our call today as well too. So I love getting suggestions from you with apps that you found and apps that you use as well too. So this one's a really interesting one, which I think is well worth exploring and finding out more. So it's called, what is it called? Friender. I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, friend finder. So what it does is I've actually got this running in the background. I was
It's
hoping it might.
Nick, I'm out on the street, but it's called Friends Connector.
Oh, friend connector. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah. So yeah, it's
Sorry,
called
I'm out
friend.
on the street, guys.
All right, no worries. So so Jeff's actually made a bit of a run through video on this, and we'll shoot that through in our post email tomorrow. Jeff, did you want to say something about it?
Oh, anyway.
No, he's out in the street. So so what it does is you can go into and find a group. So what I've done here is I've searched for a group here. This is ClickFunnels official. So I'm thinking, you know, so people that are in ClickFunnels are probably interested in, say, digital marketing, and you know, some of those may be sort of ideal clients for learning more about digital education, that side of things. There possibly be interested in coming onto a webinar like this. So it's a Chrome extension. And so you can load it up into your browser, and then it gives you a few options. So one of the options here is how often do you want to poll this group? So what it's actually going to do here is it's going to look through this group, and it's going to automatically find some people there that are ideal prospects for you to send a friend request to for them to accept. So you can say, look, you know, maybe sort of 30 to 60 seconds, I want you to go and add another friend. But if you sort of extend it out to maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's probably more natural behavior, so that Facebook doesn't sort of shut you down for, you know, thinking, you know, you're a bot, which of course this is what this is. So you might sort of select, say, you know, every 5 minutes, I want you to go and find someone in this group that is going to match some parameters. Now you might want to find, you know, let's say you only want to find a certain number of friends. So you want to add another 10 friends today. You can say just add the number in your find you want to find. You can filter it on gender. So, you know, do you want male, female, or you're not fussy? You can filter it by country. So in this case here, I've filtered it by Australia. So, you know, market here is in Australia. So let's go and find people that are in this ClickFunnels group that are based in Australia. And I'm going to sort of say, well, look, I would like people that are business owners, entrepreneurs, self-employed. So you can put some keywords in here, which are, you know, sort of categories or demographics that people identify themselves with, you know, in their Facebook profiles. You can also put negative keywords in. So people whose characteristics you don't want. So I get lots of requests for people wanting to show me crypto stuff. I'm not against crypto, but, you know, I'm really not interested in some of those people that come on. So, you know, crypto, Forex, they're sort of red flags. So let's not ask for any of those. And then in the bottom bit, you can create a number of messages as well. So like, hey, see, we're in the ClickFunnels group. Good to connect with someone that's like-minded. Hey, see you're in Australia and interested in ClickFunnels. You know, so you can add a number of messages there, so that when you're adding that friend request, you've got messages that go out as well too. And then you just, well, this button says stop, but it'll say start. You can click that, and then what it will do is it'll just keep running until it finds 10 people to add as friends on this friend connector. So it's an automatic process here to go and help you find, you know, some people that are possibly like your ideal clients or your ideal people. So you can find this in groups, in pages, and you know, people that have got are more likely to have the sort of interests that you're looking for in terms of being interested in, say, the products or services that you're promoting or selling. So so that one's called Friend Connector. I've just run through that really quickly. As I say, Jeff recorded a video on how the whole thing works. We'll include that in the post wrap-up email that goes out tomorrow, so that you can really have a look at it. So I think with that one there, that is a wrap-up of our cool online tools for this evening. All right, any favorites in there sort of that'll take you through that rabbit hole of procrastination to help you avoid doing those tasks you know you should be doing? Just drop into chat your favorite one, or even unmute yourself and tell us which is the one that you think is going to be most useful for you. Oh, I got a vote there for pro writing aid. Yeah, Restream. Yeah, love Restream. It's really good. There's a couple of other alternatives there as well too, but that Restream is really good. Yeah, pro writing aid is really good. So another, you can tell the writers in here that are looking at that one. Yeah, Interactor. Yeah, Roger, that'd be awesome for some of what you're doing there with your surf gear. So helping people to check, to choose options and colors and styles and that sort of thing there. All right, rabbit hole, it might be friend connector. Yeah, actually that friend connector, Jeff gave a really good suggestion with that as well too, is you can set it to run overnight. So, you know, at the end of the day, set it to run so it runs all night while you're in bed, come back in the morning and yeah, you'll have some new friends. So, you know, I really use that because Facebook is my Facebook profile is a business profile for me. It's not a place that I really connect with family and those sort of things. You don't often get me sharing my breakfast and all that. Actually, you do get me sharing my breakfast because I'm often at networking meetings, so I lie. So yeah, so you know, it's a good business tool for you to actually use to find sort of new clients and customers. Friend Connector, is that part of Facebook? No, it is a Chrome extension. So you have to have the Chrome browser, you have to install the extension, but it works on Facebook when you've got the Facebook page open. So I'll give you some more details about that in the email that comes out tomorrow. So don't send that email to spam. Make sure you open it because we'll have some details about it. Alrighty, that's the roundup for cool online tools for this.